In North Carolina, a battle for political power now goes to the courts. Governor Roy Cooper is trying to block a new Republican-backed law stripping power away from newly elected Democrats. The bill is tied to hurricane relief for victims of Helene.
So what's next for the state? I spoke with a political expert about how this legal battle can play out. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper and his newly elected successor, Attorney General Josh Stein, are filing a lawsuit against Senate Bill 382. The bill offers more than $200 million in aid for Hurricane Helene victims, but it also weakens the powers of the incoming governor, attorney general, and school superintendent, all Democrats. Just days ago, Republicans in both state chambers voted to override Cooper's veto to make the bill become law.
This really shows that Republicans want to keep as much power as they can.
Starting next year, Republicans will lose their supermajority, which allowed them to push past that veto by Cooper. Right now, the governor appoints members to the State Board of Elections, but this new bill would give that power to the state auditor, who's an elected Republican. Cooper has called the bill a sham, and they're taking that matter to court.
It shows the Democrats are not going to take this, and there may be several other lawsuits filed because this really addresses the North Carolina Constitution and the separation of powers.
Dr. David McLennan, Meredith College political professor, says this would represent a fundamental shift in power, but he says this legal battle could play out for months and even reach the state Supreme Court. In the meantime, he doesn't expect the issue to heavily affect business in the state capitol.
But the reality is, without a whole lot of elections coming up, it may not matter that much that the governor retains those powers. So I think this will be resolved in time for the next election cycle.
This isn't the first attempt to change appointment powers in North Carolina, but judges have blocked them all. For 13 News Now, I'm Eugene Daniel. And McLennan says a judge will likely issue a stay for this lawsuit, and if that happens, the new law would not take effect until the courts reach a final decision.